A very good morning to all the attendees present here. So today we have Ms. Rucha Joshi. Rucha.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Rucha. So hope it will be a very good session. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you. Okay, okay. Very good morning to everyone. Many people know, but few are new for the session. So let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Rucha Joshi, and I have been associated with SIFT Suryavata for almost one one and a half year, and it's a great experience. So I am actually a fashion faculty with SIFT, and working in SIFT was a great, I mean, it is a great experience. Learning how students react, how they are, into different things, how currently the world is changing, and how, there are a lot of topics which are they are into, which are related to fashion, which are really important for all of us to understand. So, such one topic which I am going to take you all through is about digital marketing in fashion industry. Many of us must have already heard about this term and must have already come across. They already have like a social account, and obviously there are a lot of social media platforms which are really in trend in current situations. But however, like in digital marketing, it is one of the important keys what exactly it is. So I'm just going to share my screen and take you all through this a short presentation which I have done. Keela, let me know if you can see the screen, if I'm properly audible, guys.
Yes, it's very clearly visible.
Okay, so let's just see first what is digital marketing fundamentals. The diagram on my left is a quick, way how you can represent what is exactly digital marketing fundamentals. So, to tell you very honestly, I was not aware of this initially, but when I actually, started using it, or from the time we have, especially in this pandemic period.
Rucha madam, your voice is not there.
Rucha, could you please unmute yourself? Uh, Rucha, sorry to
Okay,
interrupt. Please unmute yourself.
can you hear me
Yeah, you're audible.
as well? I'm not sure.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. 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 So, uh, the firstly and foremost important, what do we mean by digital marketing? So, when a question arises like, what are you marketing? Who are the customers? When will the market of your consumers be available? And why is your marketing objective? Exactly what the questions we ask when we market something as a product to the outside world. This is just a platform wherein we contribute to our, like the digital media, wherein we are introducing our own, our product to the outside world. Since, like if you have obviously heard about a lot of things like door to door selling or door to door marketing, or there are sales people, there are people working for the brand, Also, there are a lot of people who are in store doing marketing or taking steps how the marketing can work for a particular brand. This is one of the most important ways of how currently the the products are marketed through, which is the digital form of it. Now, the digital marketing actually, there are a lot of technicalities to it, but obviously I will not go into those, but definitely take you to the like a overall view of what exactly and how it is important in the current situation. So, like we all know, like how many of you have already, already have like an Instagram or a Facebook, a Twitter or a YouTube channel or an account? Every one of us, like almost 80 to 70, like 80 to 90. But here, it's just not about having an account, but here it's about marketing yourself or your product to the people who are actually your followers, your friends, or the people who are into your friend list. Now, it's just not about Facebook and Instagram only, but it's about the overall digitalization of your company, of your product, to take the next step of reaching to the customers and taking them as a giving them as a tour of your company or the production what you do or the products what you're selling. Now, let me tell you very importantly that this is just not about only related to fashion. It's about an overall view or overall content of marketing in a digital manner to the people who are in, say, like hotel industry or design industry or even maybe like like architectures or even like all the branches what eventually Suryadatta has, and marketing those branches for people who are not so aware of it is the best ways to do it. So when we are actually talking about a digital marketing, the basic definition of it is digital marketing is the component of marketing that utilizes internet and online based digital technologies such as desktop computers, mobile phones, and other digital mediums and platforms to promote products and services. Now, not only products, but also the services. Like, if you have known about Urban Clap, that's one of the best, like, the trending service, uh, what do you say, like a online trading service platform, which actually delivers a lot of services to people having sort issues or problems in like household things or even like your what do you say like beauty treatments and all of those things. So that is a service what they provide. So it's just not about the product. So it's just not about Nika or Amazon, which actually gives you the product of selling, but it's also about the services which the company provides to the consumers. Now, when we say like what exactly do you are you marketing? So if that question arises, these are the questions which you should ask yourself if you want to, actually get into digital marketing and start your own product. So what I told you, like what are you marketing, which is if it's a product or a service or anything else, who are your consumers? So you need to target the consumer group, which is probably the range in between which you are targeting them. Like for example, the consumers which are ranging from say like 4-year-old. So if I'm having a brand and my target consumers are people who are in that age group, I should be knowing their traits, their sensibilities, and their ways of thinking towards any product which I am introducing in my company. So when will you market to your consumers? What is your marketing objective? Especially the USP of your market. So your USP of your product. So the USP of your product, which obviously will be different from different things, like if it's a fashion product, if it's a say like a like a home decor product or anything else. What is the message you want to send out when you are marketing a certain product or a service? What is exactly you mean? I mean, what exactly do you mean? Why are you saying that? Like for example, I'll give you a small example wherein maximum of us know Fab India as a brand. Many of us do. So if you talk about Fab India, it always has a of having it manufactured from the artisans of India. May it be furniture, may it be your home decor, or like decorative items, or may it be your fashion items, which are clothes, or even the products which are also available for the food products which Fab India sells. So USP and the message what the Fab India as a brand wants to sell out, or target or give out to the consumers, is something that they produce in India, and they produce it 100% from the artisans and craftsmen from India. So it's homegrown, like in the sense country grown, and so it's the and I don't know if you are aware of this term, like local, vocal for local. So that's like the new hashtag which is trending all over, and it's quite nurtured by people, and it's absolutely like in trend. People are sorry. People are absolutely using it, and there are groups of people who are spreading this awareness of being vocal for local. So Fab India that giving away these messages. That's how you kind of attain your objective, what you want to market through your digital media. Now, next. So I'm going to take you through these types of digital marketing. Few are very much in detail and a little technical, but you can just understand what exactly it means. So uh, one of the type is probably search engine optimization. Optimization. I'm sure you must have some people must have come across this word. So what exactly it means? Search engine optimization, which is SEO, refers to the process of growing your online visibility in non-paid organic search engine results. SERPs are search engines results. Pages appear to users after they search for a given set of keywords using a search engine like Google or Bing. So I don't know, but like if you are going on Google and if you're just typing a celebrity name or a brand name, so if I have to type like Zara for that matter, or maybe say Philips, if I'm typing just PH for Philips, immediately the first or second name which appears is Philips. Why? Because that's the most search keyword or the word by the audiences in any given point of time, which actually appear in your SEOs when you are actually searching it. So that's the most search. If you have heard about like the most search celebrity of the year or most search brand of the year or anything like that, then that basically is about the results which shown by Google or Bing, which are the search engines which we generally use. Excuse me. Secondly, search engine marketing. Now, what it exactly means is that search engine marketing (SEM) covers the ground of SEOs, ignores paid traffic from the search engines. With SEM, you purchase advertisement space appears on the user's page. The most common paid search engine platform for any ads is Google or AdWord. So you must have obviously when you are surfing from a page to page on say like Google or Safari or anything else, you must have seen there's a ad pop-up which comes on your right bottom or right top or left bottom or something like that. Or maybe just it just comes on your screen and flashes in unless and until you don't actually click a button which is a cross. So you don't want to see that ad. So these sort of ads which appear when you are searching a particular, a content or looking into a few different sites, these appear because that ad has given money to the search engines which are actually showing you those ads. So if I'm seeing an ad on Google, the brand which about which the ad appears is actually paid Google to give, like, show their ad when anyone surfs this kind of a page, to get onto that page and show them as an ad. So that's something very, that's like a next step to the SEOs, what we have just spoken about. So that's more like a paid advertisement. Thirdly, everyone knows social media marketing. Everyone is aware about the, like platforms like Instagram, Facebooks, and all other things. So obviously, like social media marketing gives you an increased exposure. It allows you to connect with your consumers in a more intimate way, because you are actually personal with the consumers. You are actually having a connection to the consumers, wherein you speak about certain things, or you post about certain things, or you are, like a story, or a reel, or a video, or a IGTV about certain things. Or in Facebook, if you're, posting your, the products or photos which are in making, or especially the brands which are showing the making of the brand, and the way artisans work and all these things. I'm talking from a fashion point of view, but obviously, like, you can relate to your field, and you can have like a wide exposure to your, the brands which you kind of explore from your day-to-day life. So that kind of takes you behind the screen in any given brand. If that is taking you behind the screen, that kind of appears as a, like a relatable story to your consumers, which are actually seeing your page. So that's more like a social media marketing. It's one-to-one marketing, and using social media marketing, you will gain more reach when you post quality content. Everything you would do increase traffic or business on your social media channels in social media marketing. Whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or LinkedIn, these efforts all amount to social media marketing. Now, definitely everyone has a Twitter account where they are, knowing about celebrities. This person went here that the other day, and this was the event which was created. I mean, it was attended by the celebrity and all these things. So that's like a live update about it, that person or that brand. So that takes you near the brand, or near the, the company which you are actually following it. Fourth is your content marketing. Content marketing is more about writing and literature and all these things. So I'll just tell you that content marketing refers to the practice of delivering a quality piece of content to your users to generate sales leads. This content can live anywhere online. So that's more about the content what you read. It's about a brand which produces a content and actually, delivers to the consumers to read or given information about the brand. Content marketing works because it melds together exceptional content with other types of digital marketing like SEO, social media marketing, and other things. Keep your audience in mind as you create the content. That's the key line of what you write about anything. Whenever you want to reach to your audience, whenever you want to make your audience feel special, you have to actually relate to your audiences which you are writing about or which you're writing for. Consider the language your audience is, speaking. So if it's like a South Indian language, or a Punjabi language, or Marathi language, or say like, or a national language which is like Hindi, or uh, international language which is like English, and so on and so forth. So you have to understand the language which you are, delivering the content. Use of keywords, such as, so whatever keywords you use in your content writing, those keywords become the most SEOs, which means the search engine optimization. These words are picked up by the Google or the Bing, which is the search engine, and that's shown more constantly when anyone searches about that word. So you have to be aware about these content writing and marketing words, and those typical hashtags. If you all know what I mean, like in Instagram, especially, hashtags are totally trending, and these hashtags become viral, and they are actually used by a lot of people. So if you just click on the hashtag, you can see all the posts which are related to those hashtags. So use of those content. So writing a hashtag is also another type of a content writing. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing refers to the process of paying for conversations. Think of it like hiring a salesperson for your product or a service. That affiliate earns a commission. You determine the rate of affiliate marketing. You only pay for the conversation of the product. This means there is no upfront cost of the affiliate marketing. Many bloggers, e-consumer websites use affiliate marketing. When you choose to use affiliate marketing, ensure that all of your terms and boundaries are discussed beforehand. Very important. The affiliate represents your brand, so you want them to carry your brand's message close to them. Think about the kind of words you want the affiliate to use. Of course, you need to make a deal work for the affiliate marketing to actually work. Now, what exactly do we mean by this? Many people using Instagram must have heard about these bloggers, right? These fashion bloggers, these not just bloggers, but in other industries, they are called as influencers. So these influencers play a key role when you talk about the affiliate marketing. What is affiliate? Affiliate is basically a joint marketing. It's basically naming or appointing a salesman to your for your brand. And that salesman or that influencer takes your brand to a different level, to a different set of consumers, which that consumers is that which that affiliate or a influencer is having a follower. So the list of followers who are following that influencer will automatically serve your brand, whichever it is, whether it's a beauty brand, whether it's an electronic brand, whether it's a like a home decor brand, or it's a fashion brand, or even it's an accessory brand. So whatever brand you are communicating it to, or even I'll tell you, like I have also seen the few influencers are actually the applications which we use on the phone. So if there is a company which is into app development or app what do you say app designing or applications designing, that company, if is hiring an influencer, the influencer has to market about the company, about the brand, about the app which the company has newly launched through their social media pages. And that basically becomes like a sort of a like a upfront thing wherein you are appointing a of influencer, and then you're taking a brand to a different social media level. So these bloggers or influencers play a vital role when you are actually doing a digital marketing on social media pages, especially. Influencer marketing is similarly to the affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is more related to the sales part of it. Now, what happens in this? The difference between affiliate marketing is that the affiliate marketing, a person who is an affiliate, he gets a percentage of the sales what he provided to the company. And influencer marketing is basically you actually give away that product to the influencer. Like for example, I'm having a brand, and if I am appointing a person to do an influencer marketing, I will give that one product of my brand or my company to that influencer just for free. And that influencer has to do a digital marketing or content writing about my brand and put it on their social media pages so that a lot of people who are in their friend list will see it. So there is a little difference wherein for the influencer marketing, you give away the product. Uh, and in return you get the number of likes or followers or like all these things, so website step-ins and all these things. But then for the affiliate marketing, it's more about advertising the product as well as you giving a percentage of the sales to that affiliate marketing. It's more into sales marketing. Last, second last or third last is basically email marketing. Many of us have known about email marketing. Email marketing is when there's a company and it has a good database of consumers, which are customers, which are their loyal customers, which are their new customers, which are doing a lot of exhibitions, lot of interchanging of the list of database what they have, and that database is used to subscribe and follow and actually send out mailers or even newsletters about the company. So email marketing allows you to update your email subscribers on a regular basis about your company. This fosters the relation unlike any other company which is into digital marketing typically. Your email updates provide value to your consumers. As a result, you build brand trust, brand loyalty. The best email marketing campaign involves a list of subscriptions earned by your content and your company, not paid for your company, but it's just it's probably what you say like a goodwill or a loyalty bonus. People who opt in your email subscription prove more likely to become the active buyers. Now, if you would have, if you go on any website, many of the website ask you whether you would want to get notifications or what do you say, like promotional giveaways about our company as on your email, or even for you say like if you want to get letters, sorry, on a periodic basis for our company on a day on a periodical basis. And if you click yes with your email address, you get like periodical emails from that company, whether they have any schemes, whether they have any discounts, whether they have seasonal sales, and all other things. So that's basically email marketing, and that is more the people who actually click on it are more likely to be interested in the company. They're more interested in the brand, and eventually turn out to be like the active buyers for the company. Mobile phone advertising. Sorry, why I missed one. Sorry, viral marketing. Viral marketing refers to the post of some sort that is trendy, funny, strange enough to generate a massive amount of shares online. What causes an enormous spike in the website traffic over a short period of time. B2C companies stand to gain, which is brand to the consumers, stand to gain the most from viral marketing. B2C companies can use social media to reach an enormous audience across all the active platforms. Now, many of us, or rather all of us, always get these, forwards of videos or even just the text or just the pictures or anything, and we just directly forward it to another group. Now, the number of forwards you take, you you send it out, that amount of money is generated by the the platforms which actually do this. So if it's a YouTube video, then you go on the YouTube, it becomes viral and it's sent out to, I mean, it's it basically passes on to a lot of which actually sees it and so that's basically your viral marketing. Like something, we always say like, oh, this has gone like totally viral in this year, or this is totally trending in, that's something which is about the marketing, which is like viral marketing. Mobile phone advertisements that many of us know, and many of us just see the advertisement and delete it. So that's the practice which we generally follow, because very few people actually read the advertisement, and they are actually when see like Alan Solly has like a 50% off or buy one get one free. So so people who are like their loyal customers, or people who are like they to that brand very often, they will look into this ad and they will definitely go and step in the nearest store and actually buy. But these are few advertisements which are the brands, or the we are not the loyal consumers. They also send out ads to the entire database of say Idea, Vodafone, Airtel, no, not Airtel anymore, but Jio and all these things. So The companies which are doing mobile phone advertising take data from these cellular companies. And from these cellular companies, since they have a good database, they send out these mobile advertisements, which are in forms of either in messages, majorly in the form of messages. And obviously, there's a link for the users to actually go on the link and actually click on the website again. So that's about the type of digital marketing. Now, it a little about the fashion industry. Currently, you have seen like because of the pandemic and because of the situations, many artisans, many craftsmen are facing a lot of issues. Uh, they have been not having work, obviously, which actually demands a lot of, you know, demands a lot of work for the industry. It's just not about fashion industry, but it's all about all the industries which actually, it's basically about the industries which actually work on their day-to-day wages. So the people in such cases are uh, having a lot of issues and facing a lot of problems for this. For this, these digital marketing, which actually improves or it actually relates to the, or rather takes the fashion industry or any industry which is about handicraft things, handmade things, and people who are working in the industry for their daily wages to another level, and it actually reaches out to more people, and that's what the aim is. So most effective strategies I would take you through, which are more like get a website. That's the most important thing. Any brand to start, it's not just related to fashion, please note, it's about any brand. So if you are starting any brand of your own or with a partner or anyone else, get a website. That's extremely important thing. Have a mobile presence. Have mobile presence in the sense, what do you mean? It's more like about, having a presence all throughout. Have a social media presence. Attach an influencer to your brand. That's the next step, of course. Once you start growing, once you start having a social media presence, having a website, having a lot of footfall, then you start getting to, attach an influencer to your brand. Make the best use of your latest technologies, whatever are available. There are a lot of things which are available in the market today. Because of the lockdowns, because of these severe conditions, people are coming up with a lot of online data or online apps, online usage of lot many things which are going to be available or they are already available to a lot of consumers. So make the most use of it. Personalize everything. Why personalize? Because currently personalizing one's stuff is the most important thing which you actually hear or which you actually opt for. Like even if the other day when I was just browsing, I saw there were these personalized masks which were available for buying. So which, it's more like giving a personal touch to your brand or personal way to your brand, wherein you kind of you know act like, you actually give a personal touch or a personalized customized way you treat your consumers. Remarket to your users, of course. If you have been a brand in the industry and in the market for a couple of years, if you have been a brand who have been there for a lot many years, now is the time to actually reinvent yourself and retarget your consumers to reach a lot of audiences. That's extremely important. Focus on your visuals. Focus on the way what you are actually targeting to. Visuals in the sense, uh, when you're surfing websites, when you're surfing Instagrams, Facebook, social media pages, even YouTube's, visuals are the most effective. The visuals are something which are actually effective for the people who are actually surfing. So if you see some interesting visual, you will obviously stop and go onto that visual and see what is there inside. Start a blog. There's very many websites which actually publish blogs, which actually gives you the chance to write your blogs and make it available for the people. So focus on that. Have a constant, sorry, have a contest or giveaways are something which are like usually people do that, but like if you talk about it, like many brands, many service brands websites which are actually having like these Diwali gifts, seasonal gifts, monsoon sales, and all these other things. So these are more like contests and giveaways for the people or the consumers, which are your loyal consumers, and they gain a lot of points. They have bonus points, so you kind of give like contests and gift vouchers or all these things. So these are most effective strategies which many of the brands usually use. Now, digital marketing trends. I'll quickly run. I'm not sure about the time which what we have in hand, but yeah. So self-expression and personalization is the most important thing when you talk about any brand. If a brand is giving you a personal touch or a personal gift or a personal way to kind of design yourself or style yourself, it's the best thing to do it. Consumer centric is the winner. That's more important. Any brand who talks about or is absolutely dedicated towards the consumer, their needs, their wants, and all these things is more liked by the consumers. Luxury trend always grows. Why luxury? Because luxury comes from the amount of work or the amount of intricacy you put into your brand, and that becomes, or even amount of uh, material, or even the packaging, or the way you do it, or the product quality, that actually grows a lot, and that product is always liked and used by the consumers more likely. Mobile commerce to boost your online sales. Obviously, you have to boost your sales to make it available for the people on a regular basis. So make ads, giveaways, give online sales, and all these things. So boost those online sales. When you have a website, you will obviously be doing all these things through your website. Rather than on the website, you also have to do it on the mobile commerce, which is, of course, your social media handles. Social media and influencers continue to rule the industry. Any celebrity wearing a certain product and that kind of a thing will obviously attract more and more consumers to buy that product. Like the other day when there was an ad on the TV wherein Alia Bhatt is using Dabur Lal toothpaste and whatever. So we will not think of the point wherein Alia Bhatt actually uses that product, but you will obviously think in a way wherein it actually attracts the masses. When this celebrity is associated with that product, so that actually fits in your mind, and you start. I mean, the sales grows of that company. That's what is more important. Celebrity endorsement, exactly the way I told you. The celebrity endorsement will go a long way. This will never stop. Like we all know, like Bollywood celebrity and people in the market, they are treated on a very different level by the entire Indian audience, Indian consumers and market. Till now, it's been there since so many ages, and it will continue to remain the same. So obviously, these people who are endorsing certain products will be uh, will be used, or will be utilized, or will be like people will go to them and buy these products because a certain celebrity has endorsed it. So that's how the mentality of all of us work in a certain way. Content marketing is a must digital marketing for the industry. As far as products are concerned, definitely you should have a good product, you should have a good publicity and all these things, but definitely content marketing, in the sense the write-ups, the content what you give away in the market, are extremely important when you talk about the industry and the consumers and the sales. Importance of omni channel. Omni channel here, it doesn't mean only one channel, But it means omni in the sense multiple, like multiple channels. Like your website should be responsive, whether you are watching it on the laptop or the iPad or your mobile. Any of the devices should have that website which actually takes the shape of the device. That's exactly what it means, and it should be available to many channels because there are so many people using it on different devices. That's about the digital marketing trends which are already there. Now, hashtag trends. These are few fashion products, related products, which brands which are already uh, the number of followers and the posts in proportion to the number of followers which they have. So, like you all know, that hashtag is the best way to kind of communicate to a lot of consumers in today's world. 5 best ways to use digital marketing in fashion industry to boost sales majorly through audiences with Facebook ads, run promotion during holidays and boost sales. It's just not related to fashion, but any kind of a product will do that. We are or rather are the same thing. Style guides to help your users, like style guides in the sense, uh, you should have this sort of whatever given circumstances, you should go for this sort of style and this sort of product. So it's just example guidelines which you give away to the consumers to buy or shop or consume your product on a easier way. Giveaways on Instagrams increases brand awareness and community size. Community size here, it means the followers which are there, which are following that community. Work with influencers to access new audiences. Again, like I told you, the influencers are the best people who can communicate your product to the audience which are following them, and that's the best way to do it. Now, in this pandemic, this digital marketing has been the key role for actually marketing or getting your product to the outside world. While nobody knows what the post coronavirus reality will look like for the marketers, one thing is certain: in any environment wherein physical interaction is expected to be curtailed for an unexpected period, digital channels are now more important than ever. Like we know that, you must have, I don't know how many of you must have seen, but in 2015, the global, the use of internet was so less, and now the use of internet has become hiked to some 40 to 50% of it. So of course, like, this is just a diagram to show you the increase of usage of internet and trafficking on all these social media pages and all the other things. So it is setting a new trend. It is setting a new objectives for people who kind of are into uh, social media and all these other things. But definitely, social media marketing is the new trend which everyone is establishing. So now, lastly, I would just like to tell you a few jobs which are next, especially in the fashion industry, but all throughout marketing. About digital media marketers are the most required jobs which will be there in the coming times. Social media developers, which will come up with different apps, which will come up with different ideas and blogging things and all these things. Fashion bloggers, yes, definitely. If you are a self-employed person, social media blogging is going to be the next highest job required. Content writer, when you are marketing something, you definitely need a good content to actually project it to the good consumers. Social, like, if photographers, for example, not just fashion, but in any industry, a good photographer or a good clicked photograph, if it's going viral on the social media pages, it's going to be liked by maximum of the people. Fashion retail developers, wherein the topic comes wherein there are online sales of anything, any product, not just fashion but any product. Retail developers who will come up with the development of retail, retail activities and sales and all these things, they will be the key people who will actually be getting good jobs in the next times. Online salespeople now, obviously, before we have already seen that there were salespeople who will go door to door and all these things, but now since the time is such that people will not entertain them, there should be some online sales marketing jobs which will be available in the near future. And obviously the creative designers which will make look your product or your website or your entire thing really good, and they will get the most marketed. So that was about it. And if I may just go on to Akhila, and like probably if there are any questions in the chat box or anything, I would love to answer them. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I would definitely take them off for like next 5 to 10 minutes. Any questions from anyone? Akhila?
Yeah. Yes, Rucha. Uh,
No, just probably any conversation, questions or anything.
sure. So, participants, if you have any questions or any queries that you would like to ask Rucha, please feel free. You can either unmute yourself, ask her directly, or you can please type your questions in the chat box. But I would encourage if you can please unmute and communicate, that would be more effective. Also, participants, you can please start typing your feedbacks in the chat section as to what was your takeaway from this particular session, as to how did you find it effective, or how would you plan to implement it in your progressive career.
Good morning, ma'am. Rucha ma'am, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Just one question over here. Can I go ahead?
Sure.
Yeah. Ma'am, you just, right now you said that yes, you need to have a influencer for your marketing part and everything. Can you just elaborate on what would be the guidelines, or how can we choose an influencer for our product?
Sure. So basically, I'll tell you, like right now, currently in on Instagram and Facebook, there are these bloggers which are absolutely trending. They have like millions of like followers. So what happens is that if I am selling, say, maybe in your case, it's probably if it's an interior product, probably like a home decor product. If it's a chair or maybe like a table or any different designer product which you have produced, and you are going to you want it to make it more available or more seen by the consumers, which would be your perspective actual users or actual buyers. So what you will do is that you will go to these influencers are people who are doing blogging. They are people who are having followers more than thousands or 10,000s or millions. So what happens is that if they are what they do generally, when your brand approaches these influencers, your brand or a product that is given to them, they do a lot of photo shoots, they do a video, they do a reel, they will do a story, probably they will do also an IGTV on social media platforms. And these all these things are seen by the people who are following them. So there are more and more people who are seeing your product as probably the most likely product to be bought by these people who are following them. So once they see the product, the traffic on your Instagram or a Facebook page is increased. There are many people who are seeing your your entire profile. And because of at least 20 to 30% of the people will turn into actual buyers of that product. So at least there will be like more than 50% inquiries about the product, and also it will turn into like 20 to 30% into active buyers. So this entire thing works really well, or that is probably the most trending way how things are working in today's social media pages or maybe platforms. I hope I actually hope I
Yes,
have.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Anyone else would like to ask any question?
Sure. I think that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you, Rucha, for being very informative. Thank you for the knowledge transfer session that you have provided us today. It was indeed very helpful. I'm sure many of our amateur digital marketers will make very good use of it.
Sure. Just for the new people, especially the students who are attending, currently the most used trend to actually market anything yourself or your product is actually making a lot of reels. I am sure the people who are actual users will know about the terminologies. So a lot of reels and a lot of stories. So go for it. Write a lot of blogs and market a lot of things, how much ever you can. Okay. Thank you. It was pleasure to actually do this session with everyone. Thank you so much.
Rucha, I think you're getting some wonderful comments in the chat section. Would you like to take them?
One second. Okay. Rucha. Oh, same name. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rucha. Thank you, Dhanali. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Prathamesh. Thank